What's going on, guys? It's your boy Nate Barnes here at the Forex University, and it's Sunday, so we're going to do our Sunday overview and kind of go into the markets and see what's lined up for next week. So, right now, the Fed, they're talking about there's almost a deal with another money printing system, right? So, the Fed's going to flood the market with more money available for people to consume, which is going to make the interest rates lower, and eventually that's going to make the dollar continue to be bearish. So, last week I made a good trade. There was a simple break and retest, so you're going to see right here that it broke below this support area, came down, came back up to create the new resistance, and then a continuation down. Now there's another support area where there's a bounce. It's hitting that resistance area for a continuation back to the downside. So this is my overall target with USD CAD. Again, the dollar should be bearish and should continue to be bearish over time. So USD CAD is looking like a snack for sure. UJ, let's kind of take a look at UJ. This was an old markup, so let me get rid of this. Looks like I didn't get into this pair because it was just a little wonky. But you're gonna notice that there was a huge bearish impulse to the downside on the 4 hour. Came back above this little gray area, which is a support. But if we zoom out on the daily, you're going to notice that we're actually within a channel. So I didn't want to take a chance because we're right in the midst of this channel, and it can go either way. So definitely looks bearish short term, on the 4 hour, but I'm looking for a clean break and retest. So this right here came back above the support area, should come down to this red area or my little gray box for a continuation up according to a break and retest strategy. So a little bit of a waiting game right here. Euro odd, you're going to notice that a huge impulse to the downside. Looks like it's retracing somehow. And then just zooming out on the daily, right? I mean, this has been bearish long term, and it's kind of just flowing around this little area. This green line is a major support area, so I marked it up. So yeah, it's not really looking like a good opportunity in my opinion, because it can continue to go up back up here to this area. All right, so let me mark this up for you. Um, but it could continue to go down and then bounce. So, I don't want to like speculate too much on this because it doesn't look like a clean break and retest. Euro JPY, same thing. It's been kind of like going back and forth between this little support area. So there's a break, came back up. Didn't look like it was going to retest because it closed above this area in the 4 hour. So it's kind of ranging right now. This could be a good buy opportunity. I do see a lot of wicks right here. So, anybody that's looking for a buy opportunity, by all means, this could be a short, long position, if that even makes sense. So from red to red, I mean, we're looking at a 122 pip move to the upside. So, which isn't bad. If you set a 35 pip stop loss, you're still 3.5, right? Risk to reward ratio. So I mean, just be mindful of this is also a range. So looking back over here, this was a big break to the upside, hit that daily resistance area, came back down, right? And then it didn't break and retest. It actually kind of floated right back above that support area, and it continues to range. So, I would probably get into this, but we'll see how the market looks like when the market opens on Tuesday. AUD Chef, this actually looks very interesting. There's a huge impulse to the downside, right? So if you look left, I mean, let's just look at it right now. I mean, let's see. So, I mean, if I mark up, similar areas, right? This kind of looks like a good area where it was kind of a resistance area. So it came up, it's playing around right here, looking left. There are multiple areas where, this price is kind of wicking out, right? So it's having a hard time being above this area. It came up, broke below, so this is the support area. And this is a really, really good dramatic break and retest. So, in the opening market, if we look for bearish candlesticks on the lower time frame, um, we should definitely get into a sell-off to the next price action area, right? So the next price action is my orange. So if we mark this up and do a short position, definitely want to keep an eye out for this. So 94 pips, put my stop loss, say right above here, or maybe just above the green, just to be on the safer side. Same thing, so 2.6 risk to reward ratio, which is pretty good. Anything above 2 to 1 is pretty solid. GJ, big rangy moves. Wow, let's kind of take a look at this really quick. So it's in this like little uptrend right here, this channel. This was a major zone where price action is kind of having a hard time breaking above. So it finally broke above, and now it's coming back down. Probably will come down either to this green or the second green, which is the major support area. So I believe because the British pound is bearish in the last week, it might do that and then continue to go up in this channel. So just keep a look out for that and keep an eye out for that. Gold, if the Fed decides to print more money out, what I did was I just kind of looked at just fundamentals, right? Like there's a huge breakout to the upside a few weeks ago, and so now it's kind of retesting. But if I move this little gray rectangle over, right, it looks like there's multiple prices, multiple candles that are having a hard time breaking below. It's wicking out, coming up and ranging. So I believe long term that gold should be bullish because of that. We know that there is a correlation with the dollar and gold. If the dollar is going down in value, then gold should continue to go up because people are hedging against the dollar. So just be on the lookout for that. Also, Bitcoin, this is definitely an asset where people can also hedge against the dollar. So just be mindful of that if you're into cryptocurrencies as well. I don't really trade Bitcoin too much, but there is a similar correlation. I'm not saying it's 100% identical, but it is a safer asset. Wouldn't over leverage this if you're, trading in the forex market. But, if the dollar is going down in value dramatically, right, then Bitcoin should be a good asset to actually hedge against. So look at this. We're at a major support area. Could continue to go up, but Bitcoin is very volatile, so I wouldn't risk it. Looking at the overall dollar, we're in Dixie right now. So this is the daily time frame. So my red lines on the Dixie chart are daily support and resistance areas. So how I did that is I marked them up on the line chart. And so I just take each little vertex and mark it up, right? So this is an area where there's multiple areas where that vertex is hitting. And then down here, there's another area. So right now, I do see it coming down over here. It came up above this red area. So it should retest, okay, the next week. And then it might come back down here, retest for a continuation. So it might do something like this. But who knows? I'm just kind of freestyling right now and speculating. But I do believe that the dollar is overall bearish. So just be mindful of all the pairs that you're trading, especially the USD CAD. It's been trading very technical and fundamental. So keep an eye on this one. I mean, look at this. There's a huge break. It's retesting right here in this orange area, and then now it's continuing to go down, right? So if you guys missed this move, totally fine, because I do believe that the US dollar is going to continue to go down. So USD CAD should come back all the way down to this area in the 1.29-ish price area. That's about it. We got to do GU. Forgot about GU. Where's GU at? Here, I'll just type it in. So GU. Yeah, I'm not really messing with this one too much right now. So the main reasons why I have these forex pairs on my watch list is because if you look at the forex correlation, and this is really good to really take advantage of your risk management, right? Like if you have too many pairs that are like correlated with each other, anything above like 60%, then you're pretty much like doubling down on your risk, right? So if you have two GBP pairs or two USD pairs and they're 60 to 70%, 80, 90% correlated, then if you make a bet, right? Let's say you long a USD CAD and then you long something that is very correlated to that pair. So let me just show you um, USD CAD. So 88% correlation. That's odd NZD, right? Or here goes a 93%. So Euro GPY. If you're trading the USD CAD and then also get, oh, that's a negative. I'm sorry. Bad example. Let's do, these are all negatives. Okay, so really bad example. So let's do GJ. So GJ, there's a 93% correlation with GJ and then odd JPY, right? So if you're bullish on both, and let's say it's bearish, then both of these pairs are more likely to lose. So if you want to diversify your forex portfolio, look for pairs that have the least correlation. So if you zoom in on these pairs, they're going to tell you if there's a negative correlation or a positive correlation. So positive correlation is obviously very identical, and then the more that it's negative, right? So if we get into the negative, let me see. So this is negative 75%. So this is New Zealand dollar against the Swiss, right? If we go all the way up, euro odd is almost inverse relationship. So just be mindful of that, especially if like you're looking at all GBP pairs or looking at all USD pairs. It doesn't make sense to get into 3 trades trading a USD pair because now you're just tripling down on your risk. So that's all I have. I'm starting to ramble a little bit, but let's just do a recap. My first pair that I just really went over. I do think this is promising. I mean, if you just look at the 4 hour in general, it is definitely in a channel on the 4 hour. It broke. It's retesting right now currently, and then it should continue to go down within this channel. So really great opportunity in my opinion. Definitely keep a lookout so you can actually take advantage of a good window and then get into the trade for a short. Nate Barnes signing out.